Okay, so today we're back. I'm going to show you my training method of how I go when I rip deck of cards in half.
So card tearing is a feat of strength that a lot of old-time strongmen used to use. Requires a lot of hand strength and a lot of wrist strength. Let's get into the video. So when I work out, this is my first tool that I use in order to start warming up and to train out for ripping my deck of cards in half. So this right here is a piece of rubber, and it's pretty durable. You can see that it kind of stimulates the card movement there, just like that. So what I'll do right here, just to warm up, go like this about 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You can do it other ways as well. I usually just do it like this though. These begin to warm up this part of the muscle right here. So you'll begin to feel these over here start to warm up. You also feel it in your wrists as well. So this right here was given to me as a gift. I'm not sure if they make these anymore, but typically this is just a block of wood. It's about maybe about an inch or so thick. So what I'll do with this right here is I will go ahead and stimulate the movement of the cards as I'm tearing them. So I'll grab them like this, shoulders out, and then I'll go like this. Now I can't fully tear this in half because it's actually a pretty tough piece of rubber, and it's tougher than the cards. You always want to make sure that your piece of rubber is actually tougher than the cards that you have. So that's why they call it an isometric. So you want to go like this, and then tear it back, and hold for about, I'd say about 8 seconds. So you want to get it like this, hold it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you'll really be able to feel it right here. It'll be right here in this palm area. As time goes by, it'll begin to toughen up and it'll get stronger. I usually only do it with the left hand. My right hand is my tearing hand card. So this is the basic gist of how I do it. Again, I warm up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'll get it like this. Hold it like that. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and do a couple more reps after that and after that. And the third technique that I'll do with this particular one right here is I'll do a longer isometric hold at the point of the tearing. So basically what that looks like is right when the cards are about to be torn, I go ahead and hold that spot. So it's like this. So I hold that as much as possible. This is the second tool that I use, a harder isometric. And this one's a lot cheaper right here. What you'll do is just go out to a Walmart or a dollar store, get a pack of cards, and begin to duct tape them up over and over, side to side. You could use the whole piece of tape there if you want. And this one here acts as an isometric as well. You want to go ahead and duct tape it up enough so that when you put it right here, it doesn't hurt as much. But as time goes by, you can go ahead and decrease the amount of duct tape. But basically, this is the same premises here as well. You will get this device, go ahead and warm up like this. So I know you can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm trying to twist the deck of cards. So as I twist them, it's actually a lot harder than the rubber one there. And actually, you do want it to be a lot harder because isometrics is basically the premises of putting a force against an unmovable object. and this one right here is movable, but you're still gaining strength. I do the same set of exercises that I did with that rubber block with this block right here. So what I'll do here is I'll go ahead and grab it and I'll pull it back. So what I'm doing right here is I'm pulling this hand, the wrist, back. This hand's going back. So I'm going like this. And with this hand I'm pushing down, so I'm doing like a twisting motion. And I'll hold that for about 8 seconds. And then after I have done that for about 8 seconds or so, I'll rest for about maybe 30 seconds and then do another 8 seconds. So I do a set of 3 reps with this and then 3 reps with the rubber block. So again, that's 3 sets with this, 3 sets with this, and I rest about 30 seconds in between each set. Also, I'll put a description in the link below of how you can make one of these right here. They're really easy. They're really good for practice at tearing cards as well. And the last method that I use here in order to start learning how to deck of cards in half is obviously ripping deck of cards in half. So you want to get used to the constant repetition of ripping them in half. You know, I'd say about, me personally, I do about once a week, 3 decks a week. And this last method is a progression. So I have a full deck right here. But what I'll do here, if you're a beginner, you just grab maybe about 1/3 of the deck. So now we got 1/3 of the deck. Maybe it's about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So there's 16 cards right here. And basically this is just a progression. So you go ahead, you grab them, and you'll tear them and rip them. It's easy for me, but if you're just beginning, you can go ahead and learn how to, you know, start small, and then every week I would add maybe about 2, 3 cards. Also, another training method when I was first starting is I would actually do about 15 cards a day and then add it up to 16 the next day, 17 the next day, 18 the next day. You want to find your own sort of method works for you, because you might begin to get sore. Your hands might begin to get sore, as well as your forearm muscles. So typically what I've found throughout my year here is to do it about, if you're going to do card tearing, do it about 2 to 3 times a week. I personally recommend going 2 times a week. That would be the best option there. So there are different levels of card tearing, different strengths of the cards. What I personally recommend if you're a beginner, you can also go to Walmart and you want to buy the Maverick cards. These cards are about under $1. They're the thinnest, I believe, there is out there, and real easy to tear, real good to begin to get practice under your belt there as well. Also, you can try Casino deck of cards. Those ones are, you know, more harder, but they're also more expensive. So, you know, you don't want to be really spending $3 out there just to rip a deck of cards in half. You know, when you can also just use these isometric tools to make your hand stronger. You know, over time you'll be able to just rip these deck of cards in half like butter. So again, these are the 2 devices that I use. Really simple, really easy. Doesn't cost much. You can make this here for about under $5, I'd say. And these are the movements that I use to train. That's how I train for card tearing. This is my beginner one. This is my warm-up. And then this is my isometric that I really use here to develop strength. And then after that, I'll start ripping deck of cards in half. This one right here I like to use every day. I'll just do this about like this to toughen up the hands.
Hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if it helped you out, because I want to make sure these videos are helping you guys out. So once again, I will see you back next week for another training grip video. Goodbye.